Yo, what is up, YouTube? This is Joshua here at American AF Dumpster Rentals in Dallas. I have not done a day in the life in quite a while. So today, we're just going to talk business and we're going to do some work. We're going to do some deliveries. So I've got 2 guaranteed deliveries this morning, guaranteed time slots. So I've got one between 8 and 10 and then one between 10 and 12. And it's a good thing because they're both kind of far. For those of you guys that don't know me, I am Josh again with American AF Dumpster Rentals. I own a dumpster rental company here in Dallas-Fort Worth area, a roll-off dumpster rental company. Yeah, I just kind of take you guys along for my with my journey in this business from day one to where I'm at now, and hopefully in a few years in the future. Starting the business, running the business, all the way through eventually a sale, merger, some sort of exit of the business in years to come. So but that's me, that's who I am. Make sure you like, subscribe, smash the notification bell, and we are headed to the yard to pick up the Mack truck. We're gonna be working with a Mack today. I think I've only got like I said, two or three deliveries and 2 or 3 swaps. It's either 2 deliveries, 3 swaps, or 3 deliveries, 2 swaps. I don't know, we'll find out more when we get there. It is 6:30 a.m. It is kind of dark. We actually have some rain for the first time in months, so kind of happy about that. But then again, it kind of puts a damper in people calling and booking last minute dumpsters for the weekend. So last weekend it was pretty crazy, but last weekend was also Labor Day weekend. On Saturday, I left Saturday morning to do 1 dumpster, and I came back later on in the evening having delivered 6 dumpsters. So lots of last minute bookings on Saturday. We'll see what today brings. It's always kind of us small guys, we're able and flexible usually to make deliveries last minute, which, you know, brings in a lot of revenue for us because big boys can't. So they usually can or they won't. So with that being said, we are headed to the yard, pick up the truck, and then we're going to do the little pre-trip, and we're going to head off to the first delivery. Stay tuned. It is nice and cloudy. Passing up this landfill right here. This landfill I don't come to hardly at all. I think I've been to it probably 3 or 4 times. It's in a town called Ennis. It is actually owned by Republic, and well, actually there's a Republic dumpster roll-off truck leaving just now. But they're fairly expensive. They had, last time I was there, it was like 1.5 tons minimum for like $98 or something like that. $50 or $70 a ton after that. I don't remember exactly what it was past the 1.5 ton point, but that's pretty expensive for a 1.5 ton minimum. When I can go to McComas, which usually has a really, really long line, but it's like $35. Even though that one may be more convenient, it's obviously slower. They don't have as many trucks going in and out, and it's honestly, it's probably cleaner than even the one I go to. Price does drive where I go. It's not the ultimate factor, but it definitely does drive it. We're getting pretty close to the yard. These cloud storms, looks like it's raining up there. And behind me for sure, it's like dark and stormy. So we're just about at the yard. Check out that sunrise. And it's just cool Texas sunrises right there. This over here is a yard where I park at. It is a diesel repair shop, or a semi-truck or truck repair shop. So they have a ton of older, or almost like a semi-junkyard for parts. And then it's pretty convenient because they actually do a lot of work on a semi-trucks or diesel trucks, and they've done my oil changes on mine and put mine on my tires for me. Done some other minor repairs and stuff. So we're about to unlock the gate and get on in there. there is the Mac and the International over there. Got a couple full ones over here. A couple of 15s available. This one's a little in the way, but I think I'm gonna need that 20. Some 25s open. And yeah, there's International with some 30s. One full 30 on it and an empty 30 right there. So let's get this truck warmed up. Let's see, I've got 45,000 miles in this truck already. All right, we are in the Mac. We are gonna pick up this 15 yard and we're gonna get out of here and on the way to Arlington, which is about, this address is about 40 minutes away from me. The guaranteed time slot of 8 to 10, and it is now 7. So we'll get there a little early, possibly, or we'll get there right at 8. I need to stop and grab a Monster or a coffee. So, which is not good for you, by the way. I get it. I know that. I don't need anybody kind of blowing me up about how bad Monsters are for you, or how somebody, you know, their friend of a friend has passed away because they drank 2 Monsters. I know. Let's go. Let's get some work done. To line up my dumpsters, I'm always looking at the mirrors. It's kind of the only way that I can see. Let's see if it's too blurry for you guys. There we go. That's how I line up my dumpster. I get my hook exactly kind of where, at the right hook height. I also use my rear view camera a little bit, especially in this truck. It's having a hard time focusing as well, but I use my rear view camera. It's a little bit off-centered. I'll cut it here to the right a little bit to get rear end of the dumpster, or rear end of my hook to go more to the right. So we're gonna go back it up. Cut it to the right a little bit. Get it nice and straight. So you guys can see that. Got it hooked up. Pop it in neutral. Hook lift dumpster is literally that easy. Y'all, that is truly how easy it is to hook up a hook lift dumpster. It is super easy. You know the door is closed because you have it here at the yard. You hook it up, check the chain out, make sure it's all secured, and off we go. Heading to Arlington. People are, looks like this is a house. I don't know what they're doing, kind of standing in the way. Guess they want me to fit it in there. All right, here we go. Has anybody ever told you how difficult it is to drink coffee? Obviously the rain's gone. You can tell it's now it's bright and sunny. But how difficult it is to drink coffee in one of these trucks without spilling more than half of it?
In 1/2
all over the damn place. Let me tell you, these trucks are not made for comfort whatsoever. I don't care who you are. Oh my gosh. Or what truck you have. Now, there might be some that have like airbags or something like that that might be a little bit smoother, but I don't think these trucks are made for comfort whatsoever. I think the tires are so thick and hard. You can get soft tires, but the tires are so thick and hard that, man, it makes these trucks, and the springs are so, you know, heavy duty that very difficult to drink coffee, let me tell you. I couldn't really record that one, man. I had it was a tight little spot with an RV next to it. It wasn't too bad, actually. I mean, I was in and out in like under probably a minute and a half. The homeowner and her husband were out there kind of like, you know, guiding me on where to go and how far back to go, which, you know, those of us that have done that for a long time, we kind of like, yeah, and then, you know, you just do your own thing. And because they have no idea that, you know, how the dumpsters, most of them have no idea how the dumpsters slide back and how much space you actually need for the door and stuff like that. So I just let them, you know, direct me kind of, but I still do my own thing, pretend I don't see them. So I'm headed to pick up a 20-yard, I believe it's 20 yard, it might be 25.
Take the exit.
But I need to pick it up because it was an emergency dumpster. It has food in it, and I don't want it to sit over the weekend. So it's ready for pickup, so I'm just gonna go get it, dump it. If it's a 20-yard, I'll use it to deliver to my next one. If it's not, I'll take it back to the yard and pick up a 20-yard and then deliver my second one. And then we're more than halfway there, unless we get any last-minute bookings or calls, which so far this morning is now 8. A little after 8 has been absolutely quiet. No calls yet.
Take the exit on the left to 360 Toll South.
Let's go pick this one up. And it's sunny out, but it's raining again. Going back towards the storm, it looks like, or the rain. This is Texas weather for you. Like literally, you know, 15, 20 minutes away, bright, sunny, clear day, and then what? It's literally been 13 minutes since I left the last drop off, and it's raining over here. It's sunny over there. It looks pretty clear. You can see kind of in the distance that the clouds are dark. So, anyways, I have a feeling I won't be getting any last minute calls for dumpsters today because of this, but that's okay, because I've got a good amount to do anyways. Get back to the house, do some work in the house, and tomorrow I've got, I'll be flying to Tampa for some cool dumpster stuff, so stay tuned for that. So we've delivered several dumpsters here over the last probably few months. It's been a while since they've called us back. They've been doing construction at this grocery store, and they have several companies that they use. I don't know, you know, what their reasoning is between different companies, but I think maybe the construction company has one dumpster roll-off company that they use, and then the city requires that they use them for at least one, or, you know, whatever, however many dumpsters, like regular contracted work. And then they use us for emergency dumpsters. Last minute, messed up compactor. They were moving their compactor last time from one location to another due to the construction, and they needed a backup emergency type of service. So we did probably, at one point we were doing 2 dumpsters here at a time. So we've probably done 10 to 12 dumpsters in the last couple of months for them, and then they just called us again a few days ago for this emergency dumpster. So this is where they have a compactor. Oh, let's see here. Storage units. There's my dumpster. There's the regular dumpsters. There's a black dumpster. I don't know who's owns that black one. That's not ours, obviously. It's not overfilled at all. It's not too bad. A couple boxes on top. And then they've got the contractor, the city contracted dumpster right there called Waste Management. I know that's Waste Connection. They took over this city probably like two years ago, give or take. They beat out, I don't know how it works, but they beat out, I believe, Waste Management for all the waste in the entire city, which includes, obviously, they're contracted to be able to use, it's called a franchise agreement between the city and these waste companies to provide roll-off dumpsters, weekly trash pickups, commercial front-end loader type dumpsters, basically all waste. So they contracted with the city to provide all waste removal services, and it was about a month transition. Everybody had to stop. You pay your regular. I lived here at the time. I lived in this city at the time when that happened. You pay your regular city trash with your water bill, right? So you have no choice. I mean, city contracts with somebody. That's basically it. So I get a lot of questions sometimes of why all my dumpsters aren't marked or all my dumpsters don't have signage, and it's strictly for that, because sometimes we drop off in cities where they don't want us to drop off in. Not that we're dropping off, well, technically, I mean, I guess we could say we were dropping off illegally, but I don't have a contract with the city not to provide service there. I don't have a contract with the city to provide service there. So if a homeowner or a property owner wants to contract with me, that's between them and I. That's my opinion. There's only a couple cities that really, really enforce it hard, and they will threaten to tow your vehicle, or tow your dumpster. So I've gotten a few of those threats before, and that's going to be mainly like in this area, Frisco, Mesquite. I missed it. Frisco and Mesquite, some of the other little ones. Frisco's not that small, but yeah, they've threatened me twice to tow my stuff. And one time I just called them on it, like, just do it. You got to deal with the homeowner. Homeowner contracted with us. It's on private property. If I owned the property and the city came on my property without my opinion or without my approval to take a dumpster that I paid for, yeah, I would raise hell as a homeowner, as a tax-paying homeowner in that city. So I called them on it, and I told them to go ahead and do it, and I'll see them in court. And I went 5 days later when my rental was up to pick up the dumpster. It was still there. They never moved it. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. I wouldn't. That's not what I'm saying here, but probably not the best way to handle it either. For another calls, I'll just play dumb, like, oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, yes, sir. I'll speak to a manager and have it picked up as soon as possible. Knowing that, we only do up to 7 day rentals for the most part, and we'll probably be picking up fairly soon. So unfortunately, this tarp has been a little tweaked since my driver kind of messed it up. It leans a little to the passenger side. But it still works pretty damn good. It's just fine. I sit on back there. I bring it down, make it nice and tight, and off we go. Let's go dump this one. All right, so I just dumped at 25 yards. So I'm gonna take it back to the yard and empty there and pick up 20 yard for the next pickup. We're on time. We're pretty good. It's 9:45 right now. The next one is a guaranteed drop off between 10 and noon. Not too bad. This one actually was surprisingly light. It only weighed 1.18 tons, which is probably going to cost me around. Again, here you just weigh in and weigh out, and I get billed every 2 weeks, right around $40 a ton, give or take. So it cost me about $55, $60 at the most. $55, something like that. Anyways, let's get to the yard and get this one off the truck and pick up that 20. All right, just dropped off the 25. I don't know if you can, well, you can't see it because the reflection, but dropped off the 25. I've got a 20 on the back, and we're headed to Grand Prairie to drop it off. How you doing?
You want to get out and see the best place for you to put it?
I don't know what this is over here, but it sure does kind of smell. Of course, they want a pretty difficult spot there. So we're going to back in and see if we can make that turn. A lot of people everywhere. I don't know if people live here or what. Obviously they do, but that's good. Well, that was a little tighter than I wanted it to be. But you see it back there, we just dropped it off. And now I got 2 pickups left to go. It is 11 o'clock. There we go. Awesome. We are out. There's people literally just walking right in front of me. This is a interesting spot here. Not sure what this place is, but you're out of here. Right here and figure out where we're going next. All right, so the next one's going to be about an hour away. It's going in from one side of my market all the way to the other, plus a little. So it's going to be a while before I get there, but due to the magic of YouTube, we're
right
just about there. And of course, we are way out here in the sticks. We are just about here. Or there. Pulling up to pick up this one's 20 yard. pretty easy to back up when you got a backup camera. And we'll check the locks. I can see that the chain is not chained and the pin isn't placed. So let's go secure the dumpster. Not too shabby, not even halfway. I already got the hook ready to go. Looks like we got some sort of plaster here. Clean it off. Alright, so we picked up that dumpster. I'm going to pull forward to get out from under the trees so I can tarp it. And then we are done for the day. This one feels heavy though. Feels a little heavy. The third pickup I had scheduled for today, customer actually called and extended it until at least Tuesday. So we won't be picking that one up. I'm okay with that. So putting a tarp on here now, and then we're gonna pull out of here. And we are heading home. Nice thing about owning a dumpster business is when you need a dumpster at home and you've got one that's like this, like halfway full, you take it home if you need it. And we got lots of stuff to throw away. So I'll be taking this one home, and then we'll be dumping it on Monday or Tuesday. So that's basically it, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Hope y'all have an awesome weekend and week coming up. We will see you guys on, it's 1 o'clock now, so not a full day, but not too bad for a Saturday. And as I expected, nobody called for a dumpster today. Not one person. It's been pretty quiet. So some days you win, some days you don't. I still had a pretty busy day for a Saturday. Not too shabby. So we'll see you guys on the next one.